So this is, once again, quarter 2 review topics. This is Mrs. Robertson. We're going over the things that are on this worksheet. I'm not doing all of them, but just a couple, and then your homework assignment will be to do the ones we don't finish. When you multiply fractions, what do you have to do before you can multiply? Yes. Right. You multiply, add, and put it on top. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11 halves. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15 fourths. So on this problem, you're going to take 11 times 5, there's no shortcut. It'll be something over 8. 15 times 11. So you have 165 over 8. How many dozens of cookies will he make? So now to figure that answer out, 165 over 8 is an answer, but we need to simplify it. Now, it didn't say simplifying, so if you put that in, that should count it correct. But let's see, 165 divided by 8. How many 8s are in a 0, 5? None. So we'll write the remainder as a fraction, 20 and 5/8 dozen. 20 and 5/8 is your answer for that problem. All right, any questions? Okay, let's go to the next page. In this section here, this reviews chapter 5. So if you didn't know what to do, even after I go over these, you can go to chapter 5, integers and coordinate plane. It says write an integer for each situation. All right, kids, withdraw means you're going to subtract. So we're going to have n minus 15. I'm just going to use the variable n. 9 degrees below. Oh, now these are not expressions, excuse me. They just want an integer to represent a withdrawal of 15. That's negative. 9 degrees below 0. What are you going to write down for this one, class? Minus 9. 456 feet above sea level. I think we don't need to have it twice. What's it going to be? 456. Profit is positive. So what's the answer going to be? Positive 30, or just 30. That's right. A drop. What are we going to put for that one? Negative 200. An expansion. Do you think an expansion is larger or smaller? That's right, it's going to be a positive 3 feet. When you earn, is that a positive or a negative? Positive 10. When you have a loss, what is it going to be? Negative 8. When you gain, positive 2. A deduction, negative 7. So deduction's negative, positive, negative, positive, positive, negative. All right. Any questions on those? Are you pretty good at that? Okay, now on the next one, plot on the number line. I'm going to have you do those 15 and 16 by yourself. We'll grade those in a little bit. Now, 17, which quadrant contains the points? Let's just draw our quadrant. Do an X down here at the bottom underneath 17. This is the X, this is the Y, this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. This is positive, positive. This is negative, positive, negative, negative, and this one's positive, negative. Okay? Get that drawn. Now, let's go to the next page. What integer represents a gain of 7 yards on 2 plays? So you're going to gain it not on 1, but on 2. So be careful with that one. We did one where we had a loss. This time the flashes are doing better. All right, and I want you to do this page. You're pretty good at that. Let's go to the next page. Let's see what we have here. Oh, on this one, 27 to 32, the coordinate plane above, you just use it on the other page, on previous page. It's on previous page. You just have to move back and forth. Now, if you're really good, I'll let you work in groups on this. So for the previous page, you can look at your friend's paper and then do that together. Problem solving. Oh, let's go to number 34. Less than. And there's a 6. What do you do for a less than? Do you add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Subtract. Does the 6 go in front of the subtraction sign or behind it because we have the than word? Behind. So it's going to be n minus 6, or a variable minus 6 on that. Okay? We will go over these in a little bit. Let's look at the next page. Here you replace a with a 3. This one you replace n with a 4. Here you have to solve the expressions, okay? And that is it. So, you may work in groups, and then we'll go over these answers in a little bit. All right, let's go back now and check to see how you're doing. Renee spent 1/8 of the day landscaping around the house. She spent 1/2 of that time pulling weeds. What fraction of the day did Renee spend pulling weeds? 1/8 times 1/2, 1/16 of the day. So what fraction? That is your answer. Make sure you have on your paper right now 1/8 times 1/2 equals 1/16. Write that down. Number 3. Jason has 3/4 a ton of stone to spread equally in 3 square yards. How many tons of stone will be spread in each square yard? Okay. So he has 3/4 of a ton to spread equally in 3 square yards. How much will he have in each? So we're going to take 3/4 and divide it by 3. Here you go. 3/4 divided by 3 over 1. So you're going to keep change flip. 3/4 times 1/3. That's pretty friendly. The 3's cancel out and turn into 1's. Am I going too fast? And the answer is 1/4 of a ton in each one of those. So the answer is 1/4 of a ton. That makes sense. You have 3/4. You're dividing it into 3 groups. 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 is 3/4. That's a nice easy one to how to check. A bag contains 22.5 cups of flour. A recipe for pancakes uses 1 1/4 cups of flour. How many batches can be made with 1 bag of flour? This is another dividing problem. 22.5 divided by 1 1/4. Miss Warner, what did you get for this answer? Yes, please pay attention. You didn't even know which number we were on.
Yeah, I knew which one we were on. I was just looking for where I put my answer because I did all the work on the box. Leo got 28 and 1/8.
Well, on this, we are now at, I did the keep, change, flip. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice. 5 divides 5 once, 5 divides 45 9 times. And the answer is 18 over 1, or you can make, and this makes sense, you can make 18 batches of pancakes. And that's how you would do this problem. Make sure you have it. If I'm going too fast, you can go back and watch the video later. Now let's go on to number 5. Okay, you should have all of these finished. We did those earlier. Let's look at number 16 or 15. -1/2 is going to go right here. It's in between 0 and -1. Put a dot right there. -5/10. Kids, that's the same thing as -1/2. They both are going to go right there. So -5/10 and -1/2 are the same thing. 3 and 25/100. It's going to be between the 3 and the 4, closer to the 3. It's a positive one, so right there is that one. -3 is going to be right here. And 3.5 is going to be to the right of 3.25. It's in the middle between 3 and 4. Any questions? All right. Order the set of integers from least to greatest. Okay. My technique, I circle the negative numbers first. So I know those are the ones I'm going to use first. Negative. Let's see, there were only 2 negative numbers, correct? -25 is the smallest. Then it's -14. Think about if you drew a number line, you could go by tens if you wanted to. 0, 10, 20, -10, -20. You know, -25 would be here. Then it's -14. Now, what do I have left? This part's easy. I've got those taken care of. Then it's going to be a 3. Then it'll be an 8, a 12, and finally a 43. Any questions on how to do that? Do you have a question? What? Now let's go to number 17. Positives in quadrant 1. Everyone knows how to do that, right? Okay, let's turn the page. Where's your worksheet, hon? I'm giving you the answers. It should be on top. Yeah, it shouldn't be put away. We'll wait. Kids, we need to encourage your classmates to do the right thing. All right? Thank you. What integer represents a gain of 7 yards on 2 plays? All right. Devin, what's the answer going to be? A14. Yeah, they gained 7 on both of them. Remember when we did the -1? They lost. It was what, a -12 on that one when they were losing, but here they gained. Use integers to represent each situation, then solve. Diving to a depth of 60 feet. So they're at -60. Then swimming 15 feet back to the surface of the water. So then they're going to go up 15. So they're still going to be in the negative, aren't they? 60 minus 15, it's going to be -45. I don't think they'll be quite that hard on the test, but we've got to know how to do them. And you can always draw a picture. Like I did here, we went down 60, up 15. Diving a depth of 15, so I'm going to go down 15. And then descending another 20 feet. Descending means you're going to go down. So now they go down another 20. So this is -15, down a -20. So what's -15 plus -20? -35. Oh, wait, they go down again. Descending, no, okay, it is -35. Use the coordinate plane below to identify the point. -3, +4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is K. -4, -3 is F. Now, -2 is B. Over 3, down 1 is E. Are you good at doing these? You know how to do them the right way? 0, 1. You stay there Up 1 is H. Go left 1, down 4 is J. Any questions on those problems? Okay, put a happy face if you're good at this. Okay, let's go to the next page. Use the coordinate plane above. Write the ordered pair that names each of the points. Okay, let me get another worksheet out so I don't have to flip it back and forth. Here we go. All right. So there is the plane. For C, it is what? Is it -4? 1, 2, -4, +1. Now, kids, you also have to put your parentheses around. I don't know if on the test if the parentheses pop up or if they don't, but that's what you have to do, okay? D is what? 1, is it 4 or 5? Up, it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 1, 5. G is -2, +2. Any questions? All right, let's go to L. I'll have to fold this so I can still see. L is +3, +2. Oh, I moved that around a little bit, didn't I? Let's get this situated. So L, +3, +2. A is +1. Is it -5? And I is 0, -2. Any questions on that? Everyone good at that? Okay, now let's go to number 33, the problem solving. A penguin can swim at a rate of 17 miles per hour. How many miles can a penguin swim in 4 hours? Use the expression R times T, where R represents rate and T represents time. Okay, so you're just going to take 17 times 4. 8, carry a 2, and the answer is 68 miles. Okay, and it is time to go. We'll finish grading these others. If you didn't get your worksheet finished, it is homework.